The music of the 50s and the personalities who made that music and era so great and special are the thing that makes Little Walter so popular and exciting. We're delighted to have him back with us here on Good Day. This all began with that special event I was telling you about back in March when we did our rock and roll show. How are you, Walter?
Fine. How are you doing?
Good to see you. I'm fine. How are things over at WDLW?
Good, good. Well, yeah.
You've changed your time, though, haven't you?
Yeah, we're on Friday nights now, and we're on all night long. We're on from 6 to midnight and soon to be 2 a.m.
Gee.
It's a long show.
That is a long show. It's unusual, though. You built your own studio?
That's what we did since the last show. I really got fed up. You know me. I really got fed up with having to take phone calls and people calling up, and I had to lug these boxes of records to the studio every week. And so we built our own studio, and we do it with phone lines, and we have 3 rooms full of records, and people call in and ask for whatever they want, as long as it's rock and roll from the 50s.
You've got it. Isn't that great? Mm-hmm. How about this? You're doing some appearances, too, and it's unusual the way you're handling those now. You are probably the greatest collector of movies, of your own film you shot back then, of anybody in the country. I mean, you have film that others have never seen.
Yes.
Of rock and roll acts, right?
Right. Well, we're now, you know, we do clubs all week long. And like Monday nights, I'm out at the Flying Machine in Government Center at the Holiday Inn. Wednesday nights, I'm out in Dedham. We just opened this one up. It's at a place called the Diamond Lounge. And we do work films into it. And as a matter of fact, this Wednesday, coincidentally, I'm showing films at the Diamond the first hour and a half or so before the record hop, before everybody take their shoes and socks off and barefoot on the floor.
That's great. I loved it when we saw those. Okay, let's go back to March. We did this hour and a half rock and roll special. It was so much fun with Carl Perkins and the Chords. And during the show, you mentioned a group that you had film of them, actually.
Yeah, we ran a little clip of the Tune Weavers.
And you were saying you were looking for Margo Sylvia.
Part of the reason was Margo doesn't like phones, and she disconnected her phone, and I couldn't reach her.
But you knew she was in this area?
Oh, yeah, she was here, and when we ran it, you know what happened.
Oh, it was really amazing. You mentioned it, and this is what happened about 20 minutes after Walter mentioned looking for Margo Sylvia. Take a look at this.
Walter, you mentioned somebody a little while ago with the Tune Weavers, Margo?
Yeah, I think we found, or at least we've got a message.
We've got more than that. Margo, are you on the other end of that telephone?
Yes, I am.
Good
Fantastic.
Are you mad at me, darling, for running that?
I'm mad at you. I love you to death.
Oh, that's good. We've been trying to reach you wherever. I'm looking at the lights. That's where your voice is coming from.
I wonder if Margo could just sing the opening to Happy Birthday, Baby. She's the...
Yes.
Margo, can you give us a little of the opening?
Well, you know, this is early in the morning.
I'll try it, Margo.
Margo,
I
I'm awake.
haven't even had my first cup of coffee yet. But, sure. Happy, happy birthday, baby.
That's Margo.
That's Margo. Just wanted to make sure you were you, darling.
That was so much fun. There's Margo as she looked then, okay?
Top right, yeah.
On the top right. Now, are we ever happy to... From that phone call comes this appearance, right, Walter?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm so glad to see it. This is her family, you know.
I know. And we're
All
gonna,
kids.
Well, we're going to get a chance to talk to her, but here's Margo Sylvia and the Tune Weavers and recreating that wonderful hit I know we all remember, Happy, Happy Birthday, Baby.
Most people know that I sang that song, but not too many people know that I also wrote it. That's where my head was at in 1957. I left Roxbury for the first time in my life and went to the Big Apple, New York City. And hey, I became a star. I remember spending money wildly, honey. Let me tell you something. I bought things I never could before. And then I met some people, some very famous people. And they wined with me, and they dined with me, and they went out of their way to spend some time with me. But that was then, and this is now. But one thing remains the same. My family was with me then, and my family is with me now. And since it looks like we're starting a Sylvia family tradition, I'd like to dedicate this to all the future tune weavers, and I'd like to dedicate it to you. Happy, happy birthday, baby. Although you with somebody new, thought I'd drop a line to say that I wish this happy day would find me beside you. Happy, happy birthday, baby. No, I can't call you my baby. Seems like years ago we met on a day I can't forget, 'cause that's when we fell in love. Do you remember the name we had for each other? I was your pretty, you were my baby. How could we say goodbye? Hope I didn't spoil your birthday. I am not acting like a lady, so I'll close this note to you with good luck and wishes too. Happy, happy birthday,
You sound as good today as you did then. I'll tell you, better.
Wow.
We were.
Good to do that with
Yeah, go ahead, Walter. Wasn't that some morning when that happened?
Oh, do you know that most people were busy calling me to tell me that he was calling me, so that they never heard that I called him and was talking to him? They missed that whole thing.
You two had never met,
Oh, we met.
Oh, you know
We've
each
known each other for a long
sure.
time. Sure.
but you just lost contact.
That's
Right.
right. Well,
But
see, I
she
don't
doesn't
like
like phones.
telephones.
You don't like
I
phones?
don't like phones. The only reason why I got them is because I got so many girls.
Because this is your family. Introduce us, will you?
Okay, well, first let me introduce Charlotte. Okay, Charlotte is an original tune weaver. Charlotte started us in 1957. My cousin Charlotte.
And you
Rose.
found her, didn't you? I mean, you brought her here this
Oh,
morning.
as soon as I was asked to do the show, I called her right away.
Yeah,
I
you
was
held
one
that
of the
note
ones that was
beautiful.
calling her when she was calling you. Yes.
Isn't that great?
And next to her is my son Vinny,
Hi, Vinny. How are you? Nice to meet you, too.
and next to him is my daughter Janine,
Janine, how are you?
and this is my daughter Nicole.
How old are you, Nicole?
14.
Yeah, you don't remember your mom's music. I mean, do you?
No,
You
she wasn't even born.
Of course not. No, but I mean, has it just been playing around the house and you've heard it obviously all your life, huh?
Yeah.
How do you like this? You like the 50s music?
Yep.
I think it's great. I love
This
it.
is my son Tony. We call him T-Bone.
Hi, Tony. How you doing?
And I have a son over there. He doesn't want to be recognized. But I'm just letting you know. Not only is my son there, but my brother's son, who is also an original tune weaver, is there too. The one with the camera.
How you doing?
So
Isn't
we've
that
got a
great?
generation of tune
How
weavers
about the guys
there.
behind you? Have you been
All
working
right.
with them for a
Yes,
while?
I have. They're all very good friends of mine. This is Leo Dixon, and this is Alfonso Knight.
Andre.
And, oh, don't tell me that. I'm not going to do that. I just can't think of your name, John. What's your name, John?
John Prater.
All right.
That is great. Now, you're all working together now. You've got a new album that's about to come out, don't
Yes, well, we're working on an album, all right, and a couple of the numbers that you're going to hear is going to be in the album, and we're kind of looking for the right company because we want to, do a kind of special thing with the
you?
kids.
What year was it that Happy Birthday, Baby?
1957.
57, but it was
the year
a
before.
but it was a hit all through the 60s. I mean, teenagers, the early 60s, didn't
Well,
teenagers
I
love it?
think that Happy Birthday kept us going for the longest time that any record has ever kept anyone going, because I don't think if we didn't have to make another record ever again. Because actually no one really knows us for anything else except Happy Birthday Baby.
Was that the B-side?
No.
Was that the A-side when they released it?
Old Man River was the B-side. But then that started doing things, too, and they kind of split it in half.
Split 'em.
They split it in half. And so they both sold 1 million together, like Happy Birthday first, then Old Man River, then Happy Birthday. I mean, it's a classic now.
It sure is a classic. Oh, we thank you all for coming here. This is really fun for us.
Appreciate being here.
Okay, will you come back and do another song later?
Sure,
All right,
I will.
terrific. Thanks, Walter.
Thank you.
You
Don't
made
forget,
this all
tonight,
happen.
Tonight, 13:30.
Right, okay.
6 o'clock. Don't
Little
forget.
Walter. We'll come back. We're going to talk about airline safety. We'll be back right after this.